But we begin tonight with Congressman Bill Cassidy, Landrieu's Republican challenger, who joins us now by phone. Sir, thank you very much for being here. Your reaction to her comments. Stand by. We're trying to get him. Hold on.
Hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I've got you, sir. Your reaction to Senator Landrieu's comments.
Yeah, people in Louisiana care deeply about our country. They are being bombarded by his regulations. They don't understand Obamacare. Can't imagine why he won't approve Keystone XL pipeline. When under our Constitution we work through the political process to change directions, we're called racist. We're doing exactly what we're supposed to do, go to the polls and vote out the senator that supports him 97% of the time, and we're racist. I think the people in Louisiana have been pretty long suffering. We're the ones suffering under Obamacare. So I disagree with the senator. I wish she'd focus more on policies instead of insulting it.
She suggests that they are also sexist, saying this hasn't always been a good place for women to present ourselves. It's more of a conservative place, so we've had to work on that. This is a woman who's been elected to the U.S. Senate by Louisianans for 3 times in a row. Your thoughts on that piece of her comments?
She's held elective office statewide or local since she was age 23. Our governor prior to Governor Jindal was a woman. Now, again, someone who is upset because people in Louisiana are rejecting her support for the president, i.e. rejecting the fact that he won't approve Keystone. He forces Obamacare down our throat. He's trying to kill our jobs with regulations, and we're called racist. We're going through the political process to make the change our Constitution kind of prescribes how you do it, and we're called racist. Megan, we're doing what we should be doing. She's doing what she shouldn't be.
Do you think this has been a tight race, and she has been credited by many for running a good race that's been in large part error-free? At least her supporters say that. Do you believe this is a desperation play to inject racism and sexism into this race a few days before the election?
Senator Landrieu now represents Washington, D.C. That's probably what the people she goes to a cocktail party believe. That, my gosh, the only reason folks in Louisiana wouldn't support the president is because they're racist. I would say we reject the president because his policies have been bad for our state and bad for the country. If she actually lived here, understood what people in Louisiana thought, she would understand that. But instead, she says what people in D.C. say. I say the people in Louisiana have been pretty good.
Last question. Does she have a point in terms of the numbers? If you look at the white vote in Louisiana, it was, I believe, 14% for President Obama, the last presidential election. For Senator John Kerry, it was 25%. The suggestion by some is that the white voters in the South in Louisiana didn't favor Barack Obama because of his race. And to the extent she says that there has been a history of difficulty for African Americans in the South, does she have a point?
Megan, when Barack Obama pushed cap and trade, that was going to destroy Louisiana's economy, potentially killing up 15 to 25% of our petrochemical jobs. When he put on the moratorium, it was the average working person who was hurt, not the big oil companies. It was the mom and pop.
But in her defense, she mentioned that first. When Chuck Todd asked her why he has a hard time in Louisiana, she said, number one is policies, that moratorium on offshore drilling. But the second point she made was the soundbite that we played. I'll give you the last word, sir.
I got to tell you, when people in Louisiana look at Obamacare and his regulatory regime and him going after their jobs, that's the reason they oppose him. That's the reason they oppose her. She supports him 97% of the time. We're not racist. We just have common sense.
Representative Bill Cassidy, thank you for being here, sir.